is, then I'll send it.
Right. And then the reason why we're recording is so that my super smart wife, hi honey,
Yeah.
can see it later and decipher what the heck we did. So, so we're going through our book, the Spendthrift Trust. And we're gonna let's just knock one thing out. If we can get one thing out of the way, that'd be great. Can we make an EIN number?
Yeah.
Or
So the EIN,
brick?
yeah, the EIN number, I can apply the EIN number and take care of that for you. Okay. I can get that for you, fill that form out, the IRS and everything else. I think on your application, I have all the information here. Let me just check. I'm looking at your application form.
And your
So,
name
yeah.
again is Craig Edlund.
Yep, Craig Edlund.
And are you a licensed insurance person or?
Well, I do insurance, I do trust, I do everything. I'm on the executive team here at Live IWS. I've been involved with the organization from the beginning. I know the trust better than anybody on that, in our company outside of our accountant, Richard, who's been working with them for 31 years. But I also know
yeah, it's super cool stuff. I'm not sure how to use it. So
yeah, well, we'll get you there. It's easier to understand than a corporation or subchapter S, because you don't have this myriad of rules and regulations and compliance shit and that, it's
right.
It's really simple compared to that. So what I wanted to find out here, let me see here. So the name of the trust is Brick by Brick Spendthrift Trust. And I got your address here. Let me see here. Wilson, okay. And so the settler was Robert Earl Jr. McBee. And then I've got
well, he hasn't signed anything yet.
Oh, he hasn't.
No, we don't know what we need to do yet.
Okay. All right. So, well, we can get the EIN number first. Okay.
He's here. I'll have him sign it. He's willing to.
Yeah. Right. So here's one of the things that let me, so when you get the trust, let me pull up here.
Also, do you have all these documents in PDF form, or should I scan them all?
Yeah, make copies of them.
Well, I was wondering, because I'll scan them and put them in, but if you already have them scanned, that would be helpful.
Here's the thing is that each one of these, each one, okay, is again, refers back to the name of your trust and your copyright, right? So it's got the copyright registration serial number on this and on your trust. And so you want to have that. You want to make a copy of those. It's always good to make a copy of the original form so you have a copy. If you ever have to go back and make a change, if someone makes a mistake in printing or something on them, but you want a copy of that original deal and not just some PDF of anyone, because each one of these trusts on the top of the page.
So you're saying
everybody's got, yeah, you have your own unique copyright and your own name trust number now on there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So make a copy of that form.
But there's no, like, whenever this was printed, can't you guys have it print to PDF? And that way I could get a copy without having to.
You could, yeah, you could scan, yeah, you could scan your document that you've got, right, and make a PDF, absolutely. And then you could have that, you have that in PDF format. That would be a good thing to do. That'd be a smart thing to do. Yes, absolutely.
Where's my scanner? There it is. All right.
So the other thing I'll tell you is that when you get these forms signed, when you go through and sign the forms, It's got a
Right.
place here. It's got a place here on the form for witness, okay?
What page are you on?
On any of them, on any of the forms that you're filling out, right? Like for the trustee and for the, and for appointing of the, the settler, appointing the trustee and such.
Is that in, like, I'm in section tab 1 right
Yeah,
now.
tab 1, yeah, you can put it in there, right? I mean, there's, any of those pages in there where you've got like appointment of initial trustee, right? There is a place in there to do a witness.
Okay.
But you also
Okay,
see what the issue is here.
you're talking about section number 2, appointment of initial trustee. Got it.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Well, let's do this. Wait on doing the wait on doing, because one of the things I want to do, we're finding we want to have people notarize these pages. So if you look at these pages, it's got a place there to
I
witness.
have an attorney down the street. She can
Okay.
stop by.
The only thing
anytime.
is, and anybody can go and add a notary to it, right? But we want to add a notary to these pages besides just a witness, okay? So we want to get it notarized, and we don't have the notary deal on the actual form, right? But you can add it. But the problem is that in some of these forms, the way they're laid out, there isn't room really for a notary to put his deal on there. What we're finding out is that some banks in some states want to see this notarized as well as has a witness, these forms, okay? And
Right.
so as a practice, we want to start getting everybody to get these notarized on top of getting them just witnessed, okay? So
Now, can I use this document, or do I need to make a copy of it?
I think you can use that, make a copy of that document. I think you can use that document. He's just going to have to find, the notary is just going to have to find a place on the page just to take and put his stamp, okay, on
Yeah.
there and notarize it.
Okay, so I see, it looks like there's 2 identical pages, the same exact thing, which say settler, I understand, interest trustee, brick by brick spendthrift trust. I accept the position of initial trust guardian. Okay, so these are not the same thing.
Right. No, they're different.
Initial trustee. Okay. But if we make a mistake on any document, so you're saying just copy.
Make a copy. If you like, scan it in, that you have a PDF. That way you always can print the PDF off and then use it again. And you have that. That's a good practice. Good thing to do. On all the forms is to scan them and make a PDF of them. That's a good practice.
So appointment of initial trustee and appointment of initial trust guardian will get signed and notarized.
Right, exactly right. I would notarize all of these. So the appointment of the initial, yeah, so you got the,
I see nothing else.
There's
nothing else in section 2. That's it.
Right. Yeah, well, so there's the deal, appointment of initial trustee guardian. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's the where the settler basically appoints that person, okay? And then there's the appointment of the initial trustee, okay? And then that's filled out. But then there's also then the form that's before that, that says trustees acceptance, governing laws and servability. And that basically, this trust has been accepted by the trustee, where the trustee signs it and says they accept the trust and they accept being in charge of the trust. And then there is,
Hold on, you got to rewind that because that's not in section 2.
yeah, maybe in the section before that, it's this form here. It's called trustees acceptance, semicolon, and then it's got governing law servability.
And what section was
It
that?
should be right before well, in my book, trust book, it's right before the section where the other forms were.
So it's in section 1.
Yeah, I think it's
Trustee,
one at
okay,
the very back. Should
Page
be,
15, trustees acceptance, governing law, severability. Got it.
yeah, I think it's page 15.
Yep, we're on page 15.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Okay.
So that also needs to be notarized?
That would, I would have that notarized too. Yes, I would notarize all of these forms we do.
Okay.
The appointment of initial trustee, yes, and then there's another.
So basically the last 3 pages of section 1, which is the trustee acceptance, governing law, severability, trustee and successor trustee acceptance. That's Josh and Micah Darville. And then we have trust guardian and successor acceptance, which is.
Right. And then there is a,
And you're saying each of those pages should be notarized as well?
yeah, I would, anything where there's a witness on these initial documents,
Okay.
which is the one for setting up the settler, appointing the trustee and the trustee guardian. And then there's one where basically the settler is removed, that is no longer part of the trust. And that's the
That's in section 3, settler resignation notice.
Yes.
I, Robert McPhee, settler of the above mentioned trust, do hereby resign or settle.
Exactly
Resign
right.
as settler of trust. Okay, so that also
Yeah.
needs to be notarized.
Yeah, what page is that?
Page 2 of section 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for me today. I'm just gonna chunk this down. If I
Yeah.
can get this done, I'll come back to you later.
Acceptance of
But
trust.
I have enough on my plate right there.
Yep. And then I will, I think I've got, let me just make sure I've got everything I need here. I am going to legal. Let me just skip here 1 second here. Okay, so you got, are you both going to be trustees then of the trust?
Yes, we are the, Micah and I are the trustees, yes.
Okay, so you got co-trustees, okay?
Sure. Unless I need you to tell me if we're doing something out of the ordinary or if
That's not out of the ordinary. That's good. It's a good thing actually to have you co-trustees. That way you both can have signing rights in paying bills and everything else, right? That's good. I'm just looking at, I'm gonna need, let me see if we have it here. All right, I will, for the EIN number, I just need to use one of you for the EIN number as the trustee, so I can, use you or your wife, whichever one you want.
What is the difference?
there's really no difference. I will need a social security number for whoever I put in there for the EIN numbers to get the EIN number form with the IRS.
Okay, if you want to, I work for myself. I haven't earned a W-2 paycheck in a very long time. My wife earns W-2 income through Citrix Systems.
Okay.
She's gonna outlive me. I guarantee it.
Do what? She's
She's
gonna
gonna outlive me. I guarantee it. So I mean, I don't know what I don't know, so I need you to know that. You want mine? Like
It really, all it is just to get the EIN number.
let's do Micah then. Are you
Okay.
ready? I will give you her social.
1 second here.
Because I'm good like that. I just remember it.
Okay. So we'll do it under Micah. Social security number. Okay, go ahead.
Micah Deneen Darville, 543-17-4643.
4643. So I have
Yep.
I have 543-17-4643.
46, excuse me, I'm dyslexic sometimes. 4634. 4634. 4634.
4634. Okay.
Yep.
So 543. One more time. 543-17-4634.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to make a mistake on this. We make a mistake on this form. It's a bitch to get corrected. That's one of the reasons why we like to fill it out and that, so there's no mistake, because we've had some clients try to fill it out and they'll just unknowingly make a mistake. And
543-17-4643.
Yep.
4634. 4634. 4634.
Yeah, 4634. Yeah. And then I've got here. Let me just here. I don't need to use your middle name. I think I can just use the
name is spelled Meika.
and then Darville.
Yep, middle initial D.
C.
D. Like a D as in Deneen.
Oh, okay. D like in Deneen. Okay. So Mikkel Dean Darva. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, great. I think, that's a good place to start. We'll get those, you get those things signed and done, and then I'll get the EIN number. And then once you have that, you'll have everything to go to a bank and get a bank account set up. And then,
Done.
then those videos will show you how to use the different forms of bill of sale, okay, to move your assets into the trust.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward.
I just want to, I don't want to get the whole thing. Just want
Right.
to chunk it, here's my actionable items. That's
Yep.
enough for me today. Thank you.
You bet. No. So you've been doing real estate investing for a while?
Yeah, I mean, about 10 years.
Okay.
I was in real estate for 20 years or so, but I was a loan officer when the times were great, and then the shit hit the fan, and I was a mortgage broker at that time, and then I did other sales. I got into trying to do digital marketing, so ClickFunnels and Facebook ads and all that stuff, and then we decided we want a bigger, better house, so we bought a new house and rented that other one out, and we kind of just I would say, you're kind of in the right area, but you didn't really hit pay dirt yet. You're still going to get some gold when you're doing real estate because it's such a great asset class, but this is the first time that we've been highly focused in acquiring cash flowing real estate.
Okay. Well, I started out doing real estate investing about 5 years ago. And I started out, I went to a bunch of seminars and that and reading and that. And then I started doing subject twos and wraps, owner financing. So, wholesaling. So I did a combination of those things. Most of it was subject twos and wraps. Where, you find somebody's house, you get it, you buy it under subject to their existing mortgage, which do a wrap on that, then turn around and then sell that house. You can get a down payment on the deal, then you get an uplift on the deal. And that worked out really well. And made some good money on that, but it got harder and harder to find the subject twos and that. So then you do, and then I became a realtor, got my realty license.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I know. I did that for 2 years. And then when it came time, to do all the continuing education, I said, fuck that. I'm just not going to do that. I didn't, it's just, I'm so much involved in this. It takes up all my time full time here. And the real estate it wouldn't allow me to have the lifestyle I wanted. It takes up too much of your time running around doing all the stuff and everything else and not enough control of your time. And it just, kept me from being able to. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, if you build your business, you can build it outsourcing, and there's a lot of different things you can do, but that's the big thing that we're trying to do right now. Like we're hiring a virtual assistant, and we're starting to hire more people to help with this type of work rather than just this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you can do that. I've got friends.
Can you stop the recording?
Yeah, absolutely. Here.
That way we're done with that.
Yeah.
And then you can send that to me and be like, here you go.